Hello and welcome back to Mysti-Fi, your go-to destination for mystery sci-fi movie recaps. Today we're diving into another exciting film called The Devil Conspiracy. Before we begin, I want to remind you that this video may contain spoilers. Without further ado, let's head straight to the story. In the distant past, there was a rebellion of fallen angels led by Lucifer against God. The conflict culminated in Lucifer's defeat and his banishment to hell. In an effort to ensure that Lucifer could never escape, Michael, an archangel, journeys to hell to imprison his brother forever. Despite Lucifer's pleas for Michael to join him, the archangel remains steadfast in his loyalty to God and departs without relenting. At present day, the world witnesses the new display of the Shroud of Turin in an exhibit. Laura is your average American, atheistic art student. She approaches her professor, asking him to reconsider approving her thesis, which explores how art can convey the notion that the battle of good versus evil is confined to the human heart, refuting the existence of spiritual forces. The professor declines, saying that her thesis makes an arrogant dissertation. Her friend, Father Marconi, grants her access to the Shroud's entrance and explains the battle between angels depicted in a statue of Michael defeating Lucifer. Laura is hesitant about the story's authenticity, but still decides to stay and sketch images of the artwork. Dr. Laurent runs a biotech firm that claims to be capable of resurrecting geniuses of the past, including Michelangelo and Da Vinci, through genetic engineering. However, the company is actually a cult with a secret mission to free Lucifer and his demons from hell in order to avenge their rebellion. As the Shroud of Turin exhibit closes, Liz, the cult's leader, manages to sneak in with the intention of stealing the shroud. As Laura heads out, she sees the cult leader decapitate a guard. Shocked, she quickly runs away to escape. Liz uses the guard's head to deactivate the security system and proceeds to break the glass containing the shroud. Marconi arrives and tries to stop her, but is fatally stabbed. Liz successfully steals the shroud, and Laura, who was hiding in a confession booth, is found and captured by Liz's men. Before Marconi dies, he requests Michael's help to stop them, and Michael possesses Marconi's body and chases the cult, but Marconi's mortal body cannot endure the physical exertion of the chase. Liz takes the shroud to Dr. Laurent, who extracts the DNA to be used for cloning Jesus. While the priests watch the footage of Michael being stabbed, Michael appears alive to their shock. He gathers information from them and tracks down Cardinal Vincini, who initially threatens him with a gun before realizing Michael's true identity as an archangel. Vincini reveals to Michael a terrifying prophecy that involves a wicked woman and a beast of the earth who will bring a child into the world to serve as Lucifer's vessel. Michael connects the dots and realizes that this is the reason why the cult stole the shroud. He understands that a normal human body won't be enough for the prophecy to come true and that cloning Jesus' DNA could trigger the end of the world. Meanwhile, a strong tremor shatters the seal on Lucifer, freeing him from his chains. Laura is brought to the cult's facility along with the other captives, Sophia, Brenda, and Alina. They undergo medical tests and have their blood collected. Sophia becomes anxious, but the other girls try to reassure her. They attempt to escape by having Mia fake her death and attack the guards, but their plan is thwarted when more men arrive and overpower them. Laura and Brenda are then taken to a room where the cult implants a fertilized egg containing the DNA of Jesus into their uteruses. They are later taken to the castle square, where they are dressed in wedding gowns and surrounded by cult members. Suddenly, the beast of the earth seizes both women and descends into a chasm that separates earth from hell. Demons seize the women, and Lucifer's spirit enters Brenda, causing her to perish. However, Laura is the perfect host, and the demon possesses her. Michael infiltrates the facility and eliminates the guards without being detected. He dons their uniform and sets off to obtain the shroud and help Laura escape. While leaving, the beast attacks Michael, forcing him to hide the shroud in a pile of rocks. Although Michael fights back, the beast overpowers him, and Laura gets captured by the cult guards. Michael later wakes up chained to a wall by the neck, and uses his angelic powers to break free. He then opens the portal to hell, hoping to find Lucifer, but instead, he faces Mammon and 3 other fallen angels who reveal that the cult's plan is to bring hell to earth, and Michael is now trapped in their scheme. The fallen angels chain him with Lucifer's sword and leave. Later, Michael is approached by the stolen souls who are stuck in hell. He asks them to search for his sword, which holds his heavenly power. However, as they search for the sword, demons attack, and they are forced to flee. Liz explains to Laura Lucifer's rebellion and justifies his actions. She convinces Laura that her sacrifice will be heroic and lead to the betterment of humanity, a notion that Lucifer endorses. Subsequently, Lucifer persuades Laura to join him and kill Liz by claiming that Liz wants to harm her baby due to envy. She agrees and leaves with Lucifer's possession, crushing a guard's head in a fit of rage. However, Laura eventually breaks free from Lucifer's control and attempts to terminate the fetus by drinking bleach. Liz soon arrives at the scene to intervene and stop Laura, but a possessed Laura attacks her and slams her into the ground. Through Laura's body, Lucifer orders Liz not to make any further mistakes and to eliminate everyone who knows about the events that took place there, including killing Laura after she gives birth. Additionally, Lucifer instructs Dr. Laurent to prevent Laura from harming the baby. Meanwhile, the children succeed in finding Michael's sword. Before Mammon and his followers can intervene, Michael regains his powers and eliminates one of the fallen angels. Michael promises to return and then departs back to Earth. Michael retrieves the shroud and returns to the facility to help Laura, who is still under Lucifer's possession and looks different. However, when Michael attempts to free her, Lucifer-controlled Laura throws him into a wall and stabs him in the neck using his fingers. Lucifer then reveals his plan to use humanity to bring about the destruction of the world, but Michael discloses that this was part of God's plan all along, and the child will ultimately possess Lucifer instead of him possessing the child, which will bind and imprison Lucifer. Enraged, Lucifer flees and pleads with Liz to kill the child out of fear, but Liz declines, thinking that Laura was tricking her, and proceeds with the plan. Subsequently, Laura gives birth to a healthy baby boy, and Liz takes him away to the square, leaving Laura to be disposed of in the chasm to hell by the beast of earth. In the square, Liz commands all the cult members to bow before the baby and declares that instead of baptizing him with holy water, he must be baptized with blood. The beast of earth then kills all the cult members to cover up the truth of what has transpired. Dr. Laurent, who embraces and kisses the baby, is also killed. Michael wakes up and saves Laura, who then attacks Liz to save her baby. Michael confronts Liz and reveals that the child is not Lucifer and that Lucifer unknowingly chose the only DNA that can imprison him. Michael gives the shroud to Laura and tells her to leave and find Cardinal Vincini. Michael goes to close the portal to hell. However, many fallen angels and demons attempt to stop him by heading towards the portal. To stop their entry into Earth, Michael uses the explosives meant to erase all proof of hell's existence. The whole facility blows up and Cardinal Vincini, who witnesses this, rejoices at their victory. Laura and Vincini deliver the child and the shroud to the Vatican and reveal the prophecy. Michael fulfills his promise and liberates the children in hell. Later, Liz spots the now grown-up kid in the woods and whispers Lucifer, to which Lucifer's mist escapes his nose, but the child absorbs it. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a new release. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.